Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 4. Last episode we spent, we took out Iran and Iraq. And we've been watching we closed off the Mediterranean to make sure there's no more raiding in here. And we're watching closely our aircraft production because we want to fight for control over the English Channel again. Definitely want to do that. Now, these rockets. These are guided missile Mark 1s. Improved guided missile Mark. So there's one good one in here. Are they just replacing the bad ones with the good ones? So we're gonna do this. Tell them all cancel. I want to see if the strategic rockets start building up. How did I pull that up? I don't even know how I pulled that up. All right, so let's try that again. Well, it says right there, improved guided missile 1. So let's see. How are we having accidents if we're not launching them? I'm watching this closely to see if we're going to build any more. But I don't see any more coming. Why don't we try... Here, let's do this. Let's grab the missiles. I wish it wouldn't stack up like that in front of the screen. And send them over here and see if they do anything. I mean, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything launch. So I'm assuming they don't work. Zoom, 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 zoom. Down to the ground. Nice. Well, apparently they are making their way out here. Because I'm seeing planes go down. Some. Fighters, enemy fighters, nothing. Well, there's some going, fighters, bombers, some stuff going on over here. This is where there's been a lot of air combat. They've lost 800 bombers and 90 fighters over the lowlands. What I'm really interested in, I'm interested in getting an entire new fighter group up to just try to overwhelm them with numbers. We can actually start working on that right now by doing this. Where's the new ones? Well, that's what we have. We have the Mark IIs in reserve. I'll just crank that all the way up to 1,000. I wonder why the limit's 1,000. Northern France just erupted. They're still trying to bomb me here. So let's air superiority. Let's do this. I don't know why all of a sudden they decided that Northern France was going to be their line in the sand and threw thousands of fighters out there. But, I mean, we're already down several hundred. Air superiority by engaging enemy fighters, secondary enemy bomber. Okay, so... Alright, so we're going to set everybody... Well, let's fight for... If we're going to fight for control over Northern France, we're going to fight for control over Northern France. It seems to me like the AI wildly changes its missions around. Because you see the numbers fluctuating all over the place. Yeah, and they're still just blasting these submarines for no reason. I mean, why don't we just do this? Go convoy raiding over there. Let's look at the stats here. So we've already lost 745 fighters. They've only lost 450, but have lost 1,300 bombers. So let's just watch this and see what happens. What ships are they bombing? We have ships in northern France? Yeah, you can see the number in the upper left there fluctuating as they... I'm pretty sure it's as they're 1,500 fighters. Oh, you know, I think a month just added in there because we had it on days, months, not days. Although, why isn't what I'm not seeing any? You know, oh, you know why I'm not seeing stats? Because we don't have it on there. It'd be nice if these were different colors. So we're interested in seeing the green line spike, but the red ones stay flat. As long as the green line's higher than the red line, we should be fine. I'm actually curious as to why all of a sudden they decided that northern France was going to be the line in the sand and that they were going to fight for control over the skies. Might as well try to get heavy fighters up too. I mean, we're not doing too bad. I mean, we have a larger number of planes than at the when the battle was at its like peak. I feel like considering we outnumber them 10-1, we should be absolutely destroying them in the sky. And I don't know why. Oh, it's the line's right there. So I think what happened was, in like the first month of this, we were going after their bombers pretty heavily, and it caused a lot of losses in fighters. It's interesting that I seriously am finding it interesting that they're so you know hard about what's going on over northern France all of a sudden. We still got Bay of Biscay covered, which is good. It's just all we're building. We're just cranking on fighters as best we possibly can, because that's what's important at the moment. What does our fleet look like? 8 carriers, 19 battleships, 17 heavy cruisers, 16 light cruisers, and 52 destroyers that we're doing not really doing anything with because they're not really balanced very well. The naval combat doesn't work very well. I think I've mentioned it before. The problem with the naval combat is that navies come into... When the battle starts, they're basically just outside of battleship gun range. Let's say 40 miles or something like that. So, and you know, instead of having hours for them to fight each other with their bomber, you know, either the carrier air groups, basically the fleets come into combat range with their guns immediately, literally almost immediately, within an hour. You know, like 1 or 2 ticks of the battle starting, they're firing their guns at each other, which is very peculiarly ahistorical. Month 0, month 12. 0.0. What is 134 5.0 and 672? Is that 1,345.0 and 672.5? But there wasn't enough room on like the ledger here to fit the numbers in. Is that what's going on? So we managed to wrest control over the English Channel from them, or the skies over northern France, but we still haven't tried the English Channel yet. Let's see. Do we have any? What can we work? Do we have any air stuff down here? Like, is any of this interception detection? Actually, yeah. That could help out a little bit. And where do we stand on fighters? We're down 50. Which is not too bad. I think I could easily throw a few thousand fighters over the English Channel to see what happens. And there shouldn't be any old model fighters because I think all the old ones got shot down. Yeah, Mark IIs and Mark IIIs, Mark IIs and Mark IIIs. It's about 50-50 Mark IIs and Mark IIIs in some of these squadrons, which is not too bad. Look at that. 11,000 Italian planes shot down over the English Channel. About almost the exact same number of British fighters, and then 4,150 bombers and 3,164 support planes. That is some intense air combat right there, if you ask me. And we're going to create a very tiny... We're going to put 100 fighters, set limit. Okay, right there. And they're going to fly right here to make sure that they take down those bombers. And as soon as they deploy, they should be fine. So I don't think it's going to make any... No, it does have some improved guided missiles. Oh, you know what I bet's happening here? As the basic guided missiles are being destroyed in accidents, they're slowly being replaced by the improved guided missiles. I bet you anything that's what's happening. Alright, good. Starting to shoot down the bombers over the Mediterranean. I don't know why they're bothering with that. That seems insane to me. And we're going after fighters and bombers over here. So if you put it on this one... Okay, yeah. So you should probably... Should definitely only ever have it on one. And it's either focus on fighters, then bombers, or focus on bombers, then fighters. I would imagine you'd always want to focus on fighters first for the most part. Yeah, look at that. They're sending large quantities to the Bay of Biscay. I love how many I hope that we're actually cranking out enough of these things to make a difference. Those are naval bombers. You know what maybe I should do is throw thousands of naval bombers over the English Channel to distract them. I mean, they did it to me. Can I do it to them? Put 1,000 naval bombers over the English Channel. They'll help. I'd imagine that would do some good. 2,000 there. We could fit more people here. Tactical bombers. Let's do this. Tactical bombers 1,000. Close air support 1,000. What do we got here? 1,000. New wing. 1,000 more naval bombers. Get these guys all set up and just tell them, everybody dogpile into the English Channel. And we'll see how many people are going to die before this is over. The answer's a lot. Oh, we're actually only 2 months away from having advanced rocket engines, which may actually allow us to use our strategic rockets. I'm pretty sure they're bugged. I mean, even if it was correctly coded to only fire your strategic rockets or your guided missiles, whatever, what have you, at an enemy target, if you have 100% air coverage, that makes no sense. You know what? I just thought of something. Maybe it does. No, it doesn't. If you have range to cover the state. The whole state, like Sussex, you should be able to hit Sussex. If I have the range to hit Cornwall, I should be able to hit Cornwall. If I have the range to hit half of East Anglia, I would say no. Because the factories aren't in specific provinces, they're in the state. So you should have to be able to hit the whole state. But that still leaves several states in southern England that I should be able to hit with strategic rockets. And what sucks about these guys, I don't know, can I destroy these? So I removed that one. Can I, like, how did I, oh, so you click here, right on the little picture. Destroy it. So let's destroy, let's tell them to get rid of all the missiles they have. Although that specifically does say it's got to go back into reserve. Yeah, that doesn't work. Never mind. Doesn't work. Doesn't work, because they go back into reserve and then they go right back in. Doesn't make any difference. So we've got the fighters now. Shooting down their bombers. Fighters lost, so yeah. We're causing more casualties than they are. That's good. By a slight margin. Alright, and that was a strategic bomber. We might as well get the biggest one up before we try anything with them. You think we could try to wrest control over the English Channel away from the English? So let's see. Let's pause it. Let's grab all the air wings I have. And do this. So we're going to go air superiority, naval strike, basically just go down the port strike. Wait, what was this one? Naval bombers. Okay. And naval strike. Okay. So we have 7,000 fighters and 1,621 bombers over the English Channel right now. We should handily control it. So let's watch what happens. Put on speed 5 and see. Well, they're sinking ships. That's not what I'm. It's not really what I'm interested in. I'm more interested in their planes getting shot down than anything else. I'm hoping that it's going to be a reverse of what happened before. My bombers being out there will distract them and allow us to shoot them down better. Which is a gamey tactic, I feel. So it looks like the Norwegians are pretty intent on shipping. I feel like having about 10,000 planes in one spot all at once should be enough to secure air superiority, don't you? And they're still splitting their planes up, and Siamese Empire capitulated to who? The English took Siam. Interesting. Not really my problem at the moment. Air doctrine, ground support, tactical bomber, strategic bombing. Do we want to do anything else? Well, that's our best light tank. We can get better medium tanks. That's easy. I'm very interested to see what happens over the English Channel in the next, like, few months. So we want the green number to be much higher than the red number. The green number most of the time seems to be higher, except for that day. I honestly wonder how air combat is calculated. So we're shooting down over twice as many, and we're also sinking the hell out of convoys. So we're just gonna get rid of that, and we are actually managing to keep the English Channel, you know, air superiority over the channel. Nice. This is actually working out pretty well so far. Look at all those. They had air superiority over the English Channel, basically let them do whatever they want in terms of shipping. But now they're losing things, convoys left and right. Mostly the Norwegians. My cat is snoring. My God, is that ever adorable. When do you ever hear a cat snore? Looks like we're starting to lose some naval bombers, maybe? But that's not a big deal. As long as we maintain air superiority over the English Channel, that means we're free to do what we want, and we're shooting down twice as many. All right, so now we have the advanced rocket engines. So we should be able to do basically whatever we want with these things. Problem is, no, I can't get rid of them, because they'll just pop right back in. Well, there is one. Will it launch? It will not launch. No. Still won't go. So it doesn't seem to matter. Seriously, do you have to if you seriously have to have air superiority over a target I know you have to have air superiority to be able to drop a nuke. That makes sense. You have to actually deliver it there in the bomb bay of a strategic bomber. Wait, Brittany is launching. Well, I stand. Where are they going? Oh, okay, okay. They're having an orgy. North of Norwich. The strategic rockets just decide to go up there and bang. Apparently, you do have to have 100% mission efficiency. You have to be able to completely cover the target before it'll fire. And they won't replace the old ones with new ones, it doesn't look like. Nope. They didn't launch. Wait, did it actually launch? Did those ones launch? Oh, they're still stuck over there. Look at that. They are still stuck over there. Well, we've turned the English Channel into even more of a bloodbath than it was the first time. Surprisingly. I didn't know that was going to be... didn't know that was possible. 15, 10, 6, 10, 13. That's a lot of sunk ships. You have to have 100% air superiority. I can't... There's no way to get... that I'm aware of to junk those things. I mean... How do I... Where's my air reserve? Tactical bombers, naval bombers. It doesn't even show up on here. Wait. Here's some rockets in southern England. I mean, let's... Anyone that shows this picture, maybe we could junk it. Junk it. See, just keep trying this over and over again. See if we can make something happen. Capacity of... Why does it have... How did that even happen? So it's stacking them all up in these little places. So what's going on here? This is the one where it could actually fire, but I'm not saying it's firing. So they count as support planes? Really? They count as... That's peculiar. They count as support planes, apparently. I mean, we're doing really well over the English Channel now. We're downing twice as many planes as we're losing. But, I mean, we have to completely clear the skies before we could even think of trying to launch an invasion. We would literally have to clear the skies out. Because otherwise the naval transports will get absolutely wrecked in the crossing. Do we have more tanks down here? Yeah, we are deploying more tanks. We could probably use more troops in the field. Let's see, let's do this. Let's bring in 2 full mortars. 2. Well, I could do 3, 4, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 24 divisions. There we go. And look at all the ships getting. You would think that you know, I keep saying stuff like that. You would think that AI would know this, but no. We've got to come to the understanding that as it sits right now in the game, the AI is probably the worst of any Paradox grand strategy game there ever has been. There's no arguing the fact that the AI is completely incompetent. They're cranking out this Navy for not really any good reason, just because we can. I mean, we're keeping our air superiority in hand, which is what's great. And that actually made our naval bombers a little bit better. They've lost 3,300 fighters over the English Channel to my 1,800. That's not unsubstantial. All right, so I think that now we've got the bloody air war again. Seriously, where are these guys flying from? Does France still have airports around here? Where is there an allied airport that they could fly from to get here? Don't know. Well, anyway, we're going to leave this episode right here. If you have enjoyed it, please just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below. And if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus plays Hearts of Iron 4, just subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.